Vela from somewhere in between Mississippi and Florida. It's Kara and Aaron on SV Vela. Finally untied the lines. Blue water behind us.
The way to get started is to quit talking and get doing. Walt Disney. And so we did. We left Kima, Texas on May 23rd, a day after Aaron's birthday, and headed across the Gulf towards Tampa, Florida.
So, we've been out of the dock for, 2 hours? And, this little thunderstorm hitting us. Which we knew was coming.
The storm didn't last through the night and left a beautiful sunrise for us in the morning. Day 3 brought very calm seas, but unfortunately, very little wind. To pass the time, I played around with the chart plotter in AIS. And we finished the day with a bit of fishing and watching dolphins.
Looks like I'm doing a giggle. I'm wearing a marine shirt.
A little fast.
Yeah, we're going fast. Look up here. You hear what that is?
No idea. Guys on your steering.
Day 4, finally some decent wind, and we put out all the sails. Something's getting eaten.
Green out to home right now. Super calm conditions in the Gulf. Flat, flat, with some more flat.
Day number 5. The wind died, but that allowed us to put a bit more fuel in the tank and see some dolphins. Dolphins, and we loved watching them play, but unfortunately because of the sun angle we weren't really able to capture how cool they were on video.
Flat and calm. Reflection of the clouds in the water is pretty cool.
The ocean laid down after hours of no wind, and later that afternoon the dolphin came back to play. This time we were able to get some great shots.
Y'all are cool.
After 5 days at sea and a little over 600 miles, we're finally pulling into Tampa Bay. Couldn't have asked for a better trip. Glad we had Blaine along, but the weather other than the first night was pretty fantastic. We got to sail maybe about half the trip, and then the last 2 days was pretty much dead calm, no wind, so not the best for sailing, but nice and calm and an easy, smooth passage.
Hey guys, Kara and Aaron here. At this point in the video, you've seen that we've crossed the Gulf and are in Tampa, or really St. Petersburg, Florida. And we had a great passage, but we woke up the next morning and...
Yeah, I realized that our toilet needed to be rebuilt because it wasn't flushing. So we were lucky that it didn't happen during the passage. We do have 2 heads aboard Vela, so it would have been okay, but much easier to deal with at the dock, even though it wasn't something we were expecting. So we got that all squared away, and then
the next morning this happened.
So it's day 2 of being on land after our Gulf crossing, and we've had a freshwater leak. So we've torn apart the boat, vacuum up all the holds that got wet, and then I'm putting vinegar water to make sure it doesn't mold. But we just have things scattered everywhere because of the freshwater leak. Thought at first was the water heater, so that was also torn apart.
yeah, so what we realized there was during the whole holding tank replacement project, we pretty much replumbed the entire boat, and we cranked down the fittings at the hot water heater and at our hose manifold. Basically, we cranked them down pretty tight because we were worried about damaging those plastic connectors, but evidently they weren't tight enough, so they were leaking during our entire passage. And with 3 people using, you know, everything, it never sat long enough for the pump to cycle on its own, so we never noticed it. So what we did was basically opened everything back up and really cranked those suckers way down, and that solved our leak.
And now we were ready to go cruising. We started down the west coast of Florida. Thanks for watching, guys.
See y'all.